to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rain and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go. 19. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
To throw is Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Alert.
On first down, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Check, 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 check. Line up. Line up.
Geis might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we see with coaches, they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Choose the mic. Hey, they scared. Mic 2. Watch 2.
On 3rd down, Eason. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is fielded at the 7. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You're set. You're 18. Watch the run. 124.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline.
58. 31. All day, defense, all day. 66. Pull it. Half. 3. 1-3. Tighten up.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slam. Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, 59. Hey, 31. And
Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
let's go, D.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On first down, this is Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The give to Taylor. A little juke. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 10-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
No time out.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
At 24.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Here we go. 20 points down. He's coming.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's pick it up. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
3rd down, here's Geis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's taken on the 25. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got 5.
It's Geis on the counter. Shreds the tackle, and he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
36. Deuce.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Eason. He's got Burton here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is,
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the